Hey team, what's going on? I wanted to talk to you guys about postpartum because it's an important topic. You know, my mom is always talking to me about postpartum, and she's always saying, take your medicine now because you don't want to go into postpartum. And the doctors are even saying that. So, what I'm going to do is take my medicine, but I'm also going to be working out as well. And I want to start off with the basics of this part of journey of working out on postpartum. And let's just begin. So, when you want to work out on postpartum, you want to just start off real lightly, and that's breathing. Start with breathing before working out. Do 3 to 5 minutes of working breathing, and I'm not just talking about, as the warm up, doing 3 to 5 minutes of breathing, and then the workout, and then after the workout do the cool down with more 3 to 5 minutes of breathing plus stretching. I'm talking about literally just 3 to 5 minutes of breathing. And some exercises are like balloon breathing. You inhale, expand the belly, rib cage, and back like a balloon. And then also engage that pelvic floor and let it drop on the exhale. And you blow out gently. The pelvic floor lifts, core wraps in. And the goal is to expand that rib cage and belly in all directions like a balloon, or on the inhale, then gently engage the pelvic floor and deep core on the exhale. The next exercise you can do is called 360 3D rib breathing, and what it's doing is involving a deep diaphragmatic breath where your rib cage expands in all directions, like I said, that balloon thing we want, or your belly, growing a baby, which is expanding out from the sides and the front and the back, and or bloating. These are just examples. Like when you bloat, have that belly looking just like you're bloating when you are doing the 360 3D rib breathing, or like your cheeks when your mouth is full. So like I said, the sides, forward, and back of your rib cage come out and not just lifting your chest. And then another exercise, you want to inhale, and that inhale makes your rib cage widen 360 front, sides, and back. And then exhale, ribs close in, pelvic floor lifts, and core wraps. So yeah, that's it. And all that's doing is waking up the core, and it also prevents dizziness. I've struggled with dizziness way too much before I had the baby, and it was just a hassle for me. So it definitely helps out with dizziness. And thank you guys. I can't really bend down. Whoever's watching, thank you. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, with the hack of deep breathing, you want to, when it comes to inhale and exhale, 360 3D rib cage breathing, and also, what did I say? Balloon breathing. That you want to do this, and here's the hack. You want to do this while breastfeeding, and you want to do this while lying down in the bed sometimes too. And I'm going to tell you why to do this while laying down on the bed or breastfeeding, because it fixes posture while you feed. Some people slouch like this while breastfeeding, but that's going to help you fix that posture. Gentle breathing opens rib cage, releases neck and tension, shoulder tension, and reminds the body to sit tall, reduces upper back pain, and it resets everything. So yeah, Make sure you guys like the live. Uh, Next, like I was saying, it gauge a perfect posture for you. Next is it helps with diastasis. Am I saying it right? And really reduces heaviness or leaking when you connects your deep core and wake your pelvic floor up. And I like doing these notes on my live because what I do when I'm struggling with working out, not necessarily working out from having a baby, because this is my first, but before I had the baby, I worked out straight for forever. Like, I've been working out since a little kid to all the way up to my bed rest pregnancy. So these notes that I'm doing now hopefully train my brain into when I do get back into the workouts without being so easy on myself. I remember the sequence. That's what I'm struggling with. Like Chole Ting and Growinganna's, all them, they know the secret to looking at a plethora of workouts, then following the sequence that they wrote down, and they memorize it, and that's what I'm struggling with. But I also know a channel, I can't think of her name. I know a channel that has workouts on it that she does 30 minute to an hour workouts, and every 15-second break she looks at her notes and then she goes right back into the workout. So this is going to help me memorize my workouts. So moving on, the hacks, back to the hacks of why breastfeeding and laying down deep breathing is okay. It helps calm your nervous system and helps milk flow. Slow diaphragmatic breathing increases oxytocin, which reduces stress hormones and helps with letdown and makes feeding smoother and relaxed. And I'm going to get into the letdown part. Like I said, this is only part 1. And moving on to the hack and the reason why. It reduces postpartum anxiety. Breathing increases vagus nerve activity, which is like the calming of the whole system. Like, it calms down the whole system. And like a warm bath or shower, music, lavender would do to help the body calm down. Next reason why you should lay in the bed or breastfeeding and do deep breathing is because it supports your healing in a non-workout moment. And then moving on to another reason, it prevents breastfeeding posture. Like I said, that arching that back when you're breastfeeding, diaphragmatic breathing helps flatten the lower belly over time and reduce low back pain and improves alignment. Now, when it comes to what is it called? The letdown. That part improves energy, better oxygen, and less fatigue. So what I mean by, what I just said this is why I'm practicing. What I just said right there with improves energy, better oxygen, that's also a reason why you should do deep breathing in bed while breastfeeding. Either way, less improves energy, better oxygen, less fatigue. So this is what I was saying. What I mean by letdown, because I said, going back to the notes, it helps calm your nervous system, improves milk flow. Or did I write it in the front? No, I wrote it in the back. With letdown, deep breathing increases oxytocin. The letdown reflex is controlled by oxytocin. the same hormone that comes from relaxing, bonding, and calm breathing. Postpartum workout basic learn. Oh. Reduces stress hormones that block milk flow. If stressed or in pain, your belly releases cortisol, adrenaline, which slow or stop let down breathing, helps lower stress hormones. Releases your chest and shoulders and helps your milk ducts open smoothly. This is why I'm practicing. Just practicing. I know I sound like an AI bot. Just practicing. And I'm also doing research because I am pregnant right at the moment. Okay, so relax rib cage, muscles, that's the next reason why let down is so important, because tight ribs equals shallow breathing equals tension in chest. Tension in the breast equals slow milk flow. Next, helps with shock when baby latches. So, you know how you can get that shock, like a cold shower and it just shocks you? Yeah, it helps when the baby latches and you get that shock. When the baby does, mom clenches, tighten shoulders. These are not symptoms, but cues on how you know that you've been shocked. Your shoulders tighten. They hold your breath. You may hold your breath or freeze and let down. It signals your letdown. And last but not least, it signals body to shift into rest plus feed mode. So the nervous system is activated by slow breathing, supporting steady milk flow, easier letdown, and calmer feeds for you and your baby. So all of that I've just recited comes from the authors of Lena Veneve, published on JAMA Pediatrics on 2024 May 6th. You have, I can't say these names, Maria Avrigori, but like I said, JAMA Pediatrics, if you want to write that down, JAMA Pediatrics. And what they said was, relaxation therapy is an acceptable and low-risk intervention used for many conditions. It's a complex intervention made up of varieties of techniques, including progressive muscle relaxation, meditation, mindfulness, guided visualization, breathing exercises, mindfulness, breathing exercises, and music as well. The common goal for relaxation therapies is to induce relaxation response characterized by reduced heart rate, respiratory rate, and blood pressure, or BP, and associated with calm and well-being. So I just learned something. Relaxation, in summary, helps out with milk flow, helps out with letdown. In my vision, I thought letdown was something like, for example, like, I only got one person watching my live, which I thank you so much for watching. I'm just practicing and learning at the same time. I think this is how I want to run my lives anyway, just to talk. And but like I said, like, letdown for me, I thought was like, I'm so discouraged, I don't want to do it no more. I guess that's the same thing. Like, you let down, like, oh no, my baby ran out of milk, or she's gonna run out of milk. So, but let down is actually a good thing, a good thing that you want to have. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace. If you followed me, I am following back. Thank you so much for watching.